this is Fog Machine, and I want my Joker TV. I want it now. Now.
Joker, 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 Joker.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. Joker TV. We've got a really great show for you today. What you saw there in the opening was Othering the band Othering. The name of the piece is called A Memory. They have there's a flyer, bringing the flyer in. They have a show coming up. It's sort of a secret show, so you have to contact them to really know where the show is and how to get there. But there's the flyer for it. And they're going to be doing the show with Sucio, which they recently put together a new single with Sucio and in collaboration. So they're going to be doing this show as a release party maybe. So let's see, that's a Halloween house show coming up. That's on 10/5, October 25th, yeah. So it's really small at the bottom, but it says address to BA. So you have to go to the Instagram for Sucio, which is SUCIO_BTS, and get more information there. Follow them there. And if you're in there, the area where this show's happening, you'll be able to go to it. It looks like it's going to be really fun. All right, so on the show, we have a couple guests. We have an author named Comfort Rexford, who's going to be on the show in just a little bit. She's going to be talking about her book called Arranged Marriage, The Dilemma of an African Girl. We're also going to have live in the studio Drabs Drula. He's in the studio getting ready right now. He's going to be performing and talking to us about an upcoming show that we're putting together at the Flicker Theater with Tim Holhouse and Malcolm Tent. So that's going to be really fun. We'll talk about that. Let's see. We're in a little bit here. We're going to see some videos from a recent show that we've been talking about, that DARSOMBRA show that happened on the 8th. We've got some videos from that with each of the bands, so we're going to be showing that off. But first, I think last week I was talking a lot about this. There was an art gallery showing at the Linden House Art Center here in Athens. And this was the Clark County School District put together a showing with a different artist here in town who their art then inspired the students, which so then what you see at the gallery right now is all the students' pieces right next to the local artist as well. So I was lucky to be one of those artists, and so I went this last Tuesday and showed up for that to be able to meet everybody and look at all the art. So I did a little bit of filming, so we're going to look at that next, and we'll be right back to talk about that more. So let's watch that, and then we'll be right back.
We started this journey 2 years ago, and the artists were willing to meet with us and be interviewed, and the children were so inspired by their work. They were so inspired by what they had to say, and that's really evident in the show. So I just am so grateful to everyone who participated.
Newby, and I teach photography at Clark Central High School. So we did the Inspired project, and I chose Mux Blank. So what we did was I looked at the work and I saw this album cover that I thought was really cool for the band Rat Babies. And so it was like a skull in the desert, had these really cool colors, and I was thinking, these kids are really going to like this. So I showed them this album cover and I said, you know, what you're going to do is you're going to pick some music that you really feel connected with, and you're going to make an album cover as if it was your own. The goal was to make an album cover that was completely original and their own, that came from listening to the music, but
Really
not
cool.
necessarily what that album cover actually looks like.
Yeah.
So I think they were pretty creative, and they came up with some really cool stuff. Yeah, and it's a project that I'll continue to do.
My name's Tad McMillan.
Okay.
And yeah, I've worked for Clark County Schools for 32 years and have been to many of these shows. This one just seems exceptional in that it's every teacher, even though there's the theme and the using of artists, building off existing artists, how each teacher did it is so unique and so creative. It's just phenomenal.
My name is Chance Hunter. Our students worked with Marissa Mustard and Broderick Flanagan just because we have connections to them and we're able to bring them in more easily. And Broderick's done 3 or 4 artist talks, and Marissa is just a friend of the school, so it's easier to get them in. When we did the Recreate a couple of years ago, it was a great way to start looking at the people around us. So for Recreate, I actually started doing the Broderick Flanagan based portraits 4 years ago, and so now it's a great tie-in with y'all having here. We actually had Marissa Mustard in a couple months ago to work with students, and so this is a great thing for students to see, hey, there is a path for them in art, not just, oh, you're going to get an art degree and then you're going to be like a starving artist. No, there are actual artists out there like you, Marissa, Broderick, Fatima Stevens, all these people that are local who are actually making a living at this and enjoying every moment of it because it's such a rewarding thing. And trying to actually show them that has been such a great thing because they really start to realize this is something that is possible.
All right, we're back. So it was a really fun show. It was really cool being able to talk to some of the teachers who put this all together. Jennifer Jones, thank you so much. And then even talking with the director of Linden House. So this showing is going to be up through, it looks like the end of the year, up until January 18th. So you've got time to go take a look at it. If you're in the Athens area, make sure to go by and look at this. It's really cool. Like some of the local artists that they used as inspiration. Here I've got some names here. We've got Marissa Mustard, Broderick Flanagan, Kieran Fernandez, Tim Connolly from the Wonderland Rangers, a couple others. Like it was really cool to see their art and then see the kids' art next to it. But it's took over the whole gallery. So that's everything they're showing right now. So if you have a chance to go by and look at it, definitely go see that. Okay, so we got to go ahead and bring that flyer up for the. This is the show. We've talked about this quite a bit in the last couple weeks. DARSOMBRA came through at Athens. We had the bands Rat Babies, Bad Straples, and Karma Cat perform at the show as well. So we got recordings of the performances from the Athens GA live music channel that's on YouTube. They're buddies of ours, and they go out and they film all the shows in town. Really great resource if you want to, like an archive of shows that happen in Athens. If you want to see what's going on every night in Athens, you'll be able to go to their channel and see a bunch of performances, which we've got quite a bit of clubs in Athens, so there's a lot going on. It's a pretty active community here with music and film. So check their channel out. That's Athens GA Live Music on YouTube. So, all right. So we're gonna watch a piece from DARSOMBRA, then Karma Cat, Bad Straples following that, and then Rat Babies. That's my band. This is our song called "Drunk on Dreams." So we'll be back right after that. Check it out. Here you go. All right.
Nice. Snow. And oh yeah, there's another one too. I think warm is like blah. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm caffeinated. We're DARSOMBRA from Baltimore.
Yeah.
We're here to play some music and amuse and confuse. And so that you're slightly less confused, I'm gonna do a little PSA. Does anyone know what a gibbet is? Or gibbet? Sometimes they pronounce it the French way. Gibbet. It is a cage that holds a dead or dying body on a gallows outside of town to warn people, fuck around and find out. This was like 400 years ago. And we look at these practices now, corporal punishment, and we think, what the fuck were they thinking? But we don't always think, well, what will they think in 400 years when they think about us? So this next song is called Gibbet Lore, and it is about the follies of man during a plague.
Because history shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man.
Anyone fucking ever listen to Blue Oyster Cult? If you like Slipknot, listen to Blue Oyster Cult. Give them a try too. I guarantee you. Love it.
You ready?
Yeah. So without further ado, give it over.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go! 1, 2, 3, 4
Hashtag Staples. Let it come.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So what you saw there, starting from the beginning, was DARSOMBRA, then Karma Cat after that, Bad Staples, and then the last one was Rat Babies, my band. That we had a really good time that night. Thank you to DARSOMBRA for coming through Athens. That was I think the second time we played with them, so we really enjoy them. And then thanks to Cine for hosting all that, and Anderson for running sound. It made us sound really good. I appreciate that. All right, so let's see. We have a guest in the studio, and this is a local Athens author who I met at a recent event. So we invited them to come on the show, and now we have them in the studio. So let's bring them in. Comfort Rexford. Did I say that right? Rexford?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and bring in the picture of the book too. So this is your book. It's called Arranged Marriage: The Dilemma of an African Girl. So tell us a little bit about writing this book. When did this book come out?
April this year.
Yeah, April of this year. Okay. Mm-hmm. So very recently.
Yes.
Is this your first book?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How long have you been working on this book? It was
Well,
how did this come about?
The dream was born 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Actually, what it was, I saw Oprah show where everybody has a story.
Yeah.
So I was talking to one of my friends. I said, I would like for my life to be a movie. I think my life would be a beautiful movie. You know, I was kind of joking. And she said, well, what most people do, they write a book first, and then the book can turn into a movie. Yeah. And that was the idea. That was exactly 20 years ago.
Wow, okay.
And the book was published this year.
So, like, in all that time, were you writing pieces of it, or just
Not
like in
really.
your mind, kind of putting it together? Or?
Well, I started writing a little bit with my son in 2012. And my daughter and I, we wrote like 40,000 words in 2016.
Wow.
That's when we wrote the most.
Oh, wow.
And then in 2018, when I went back to Ghana the second time, I came back and we finished it. And it was just in the computer until I picked it up last August, right? And we edited it and we found a publisher, and before we know it was out.
So what does it feel like to be a new author to you? Like how what are, since publishing the book, what are some of the experiences that you've had being a brand new author this way, like this?
Well, I always been a teacher.
Yeah.
Since I was born. When I was in Mississippi, people used to say, Comfort, you need to go back to school because you're so confident and become a teacher so you can teach the young girls.
Yeah.
And so when I moved here and I was looking for a second job, I stopped to teach in Clark County for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
So I was known I'm a teacher. And my publisher said I was a great, she said I was a fantastic writer. And I was like, all these years I'm a writer and I didn't even know until now.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. I want a chance to teach young women. Like I said, my message is for everybody, but most of the young women. I want them to know they're strong. They can do anything they say they mind to. So,
and talking about that, with that in mind, this book basically covers from when you were a little girl till I don't know when the ending.
2018.
About 2018. Okay.
Yes.
I was wondering, because when I was I read the book just so I could know what to talk to you about. But a very good book. It was really interesting to to see your to hear about your life and what you've gone through. Let's give the audience maybe a little bit about that. So this was a story about your life starting in Ghana, and then give us like a short summary of kind of like, you know, how that all played out.
Well, my mama had lost a lot of children between me and my older sister, including triplets. So she got divorced and came to her hometown where she met my father. And when I was born, my father's family told him not to waste his money on me because that's all she is. Her children die. Yeah. And so she divorced my mother when I was 3 weeks old.
Oh, wow. And
my mother took care of me. You know, I was told every time I get sick, she would just cry and, you know, please God, don't take this one away. And so just me and her. And then when I was 18, my mother passed away. And when I was 22, my family forced me into an arranged marriage. Yeah. And that's what brought me here.
And that brought you to United States.
Yes.
At what age? You said about 18? Or
22.
22.
The marriage was 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were in a new country that you've never been to the United States before this, right?
No.
Okay. You had never probably even dreamed of going to the United States.
No.
Because, you know, like where in Ghana, what area were you growing up in?
Well, I live in where there's a rainforest, Bonahafo, where we have animals, you know, lions and tigers. So
and elephants. You talked about that in the book.
You know, far away from Accra. It takes almost a day to drive from Accra to my hometown.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And but you went to school, like we were talking a little bit before this. You saying you went to school in the city a little bit, or?
Yeah, I went to secondary school in the city a little bit, and the elementary school. It was like a town, nothing big, but it's not like a village. And that's where in my book I talk about where some classes building we don't even have 4 walls. Yeah. We'll have like one here and one there, and this is empty or it's broken, but then there's the iron rocks. Is that what you call the ones on top of it? And sometimes when it's raining, we have to move to other corner because the raining is coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And the books, like a whole table, we might have 2-3 books for the whole class.
And you're all sharing those books.
Yeah.
In the class. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. But you had, you know, you had a life in Ghana, and then suddenly you're told, okay, you've got to go to America.
Yeah, I left.
And you had to marry this person that you didn't know.
Yeah.
And I mean, had you even met this person before, or?
Well, they did all that arrangement, but he came home to bring me here.
Oh, okay.
And so, I saw him when he came home to bring me here, but just seeing somebody doesn't mean you know the person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You mean you already married the person.
And I don't want to speak for anybody, but from what I read in the book, it kind of seemed like it was mutual between both of you. Like his parents forced him into this as well.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like
they put us together.
Yeah. And they were like, "You're gonna be married.
Yeah.
This is your life now."
Yes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
So you're in a new. He had spent time here in America.
He has already been here for 11 years.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So he got a little bit of getting used to being in a new country for sure. But you're brought to a new country, and suddenly you've got to figure everything out on your own. And one of the things that I found really interesting that I hadn't thought about until reading it in your book is food. Okay, so like you were used to a certain kind of food back home in Ghana. Like you guys grew your own vegetables and probably slaughtered the animals, your own meat. If
chicken.
You were, so you know it was
fishing
and and then the types of vegetables that you were used to. So you had to figure out like where to find that in the United States. Where you were in Mississippi, you said?
Mississippi.
So that was probably hard to do that.
Yeah, it was hard. It took me about 6 months to finally find out there's a grocery store called Food World, and I could get plantain there.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my God.
Yeah, you were finally like, yes, finally.
Finally got plantain because I'm not really a rice person.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even know potatoes, but I had to learn to eat potatoes. I had to be creative.
That reminds me about something that I was really funny in your book, grinders. You were talking about grinders in your book. Okay, so in your where you grew up, a grinder was something that you would put food in and blend it and chop it.
And we called it grinder.
Yeah.
But I came here, they called it blender.
Blenders
and I was
here, yeah.
looking for grinder.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So one day I went to this lady who kind of taught me how to cook American food.
Yeah.
And I told my sister, American had no grinder. And she said, it dawned on her, and she said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So she opened the cabinet and took a blender. And I was like, yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
And she cleaned the carrots and she blended. And I got so excited, I jumped up and down in her kitchen.
Yeah.
And she told a story to everybody. She was like, Comfort said, I told my sister American had no grinder.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me.
Yeah.
And Comfort, I just popped. And she danced all over my kitchen.
Well, that was like what I found so interesting, because I've never gone to a foreign country and lived there, so I wouldn't even have thought of that idea. Like there's things that you're so used to, whether it be the food or the tools that you're using, and then you're in this new place and what you call it is something different than what they call it. I mean, so
it's there, but you don't know.
Yeah. So you've used your book. I think it seemed like so far. I was doing some research on your website, and you have like a program that you've put together. The self. What did you call it? I had the name just a minute ago. The self-care.
Journey to self-love.
Yeah, that's what a journey to self-love.
A journey to self-love, because I learned, I'm 57, January I'll be 58.
Yeah.
And I learned that you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to love yourself, and then you can give that love to your family and friends.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned, and that's what I'm teaching. I want to give what I wish someone had gave me when I was in my 20s and 30s, even 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And so
and I kind of saw how like the book, like you even ended the book in the back, and at the end of the book you used some of your some of the stuff from that program.
My lessons.
Yeah,
yes.
your lessons and talking about meditation and using meditation to focus and visualize your life,
Yes.
Because throughout the story in the book, you talk about that in ways where you had to fend for yourself. You had to figure this out by yourself. You had to visualize your life for yourself, and that's what allowed you to succeed in this new place. Yeah,
it was like for me. I like cars. I think I've been driven out of my 6 or 7 cars. And what I do every time I buy my new car, I start thinking, what's my next car?
Yeah.
And I start visualizing it, So when I'm ready for a new car, I guess I already bring it into my reality.
Yeah.
And I just go get it.
You just go get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to. And I use the example on my course about as a farmer, because I grew up in a farm.
Yeah.
You have to, when you plant the seed, you have to water, you have to weed it. Sometimes we weed it twice. You have to nurture. And that's how everything in life is created.
Yeah.
You have to think of it in your mind. You have to visualize it. You have to see it's like a vision. And you have to focus.
And then nurture that idea.
I believe you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You just have to find out exactly what you want and focus and work toward it one day at a time. Before you know, it'll be in your reality.
Yeah. So now you have a book, now you're trying to figure out marketing. We were talking about that before the show.
Yes.
So what are you now visualizing as next for you?
Well, my marketing, like I said, right now, I'm getting over car accidents. So, but for next year, I'm starting from Athens and going through Atlanta. But my vision feature is go to CNN, talk about my book, talk to Oprah.
Yeah.
You know, find people who make a movie, because I think my story will be a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
So that's my vision for my
Cool.
book to be translated into different language, of course, and and then become a movie and just sell a lot of copies and like I said, go back to Africa and buy books for the schools or help them with a building or something, whatever they need, give back.
Yeah.
And another thing, that reason why I'm writing the next 2 books.
Oh, you got 2
second
more books?
And third book.
Wow.
Which is, the first one is Art of Love. How to turn the pain of chain into chain of love.
Oh, wow.
There's so much pain in the world, but we can find love.
Yeah.
There's also love. But right now, all we see is pain and struggle.
Yeah.
And so I want to help, with my story and my journey.
Yeah.
And then the second one is going to be Awaken to Your Own Power. Like I talk about it a little bit in my course.
Mm-hmm.
We all have this power within us that we don't know because we're not taught in school. We're not taught in church.
Yeah.
But I figured it out, and I want to share. And I figured it out through books that I read. I've been on self-love or self-recovery or self-help journey for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And all these books have helped me to get to where I am. And I want to give back to the next generation to write my understanding and my journey so they can read and better their life the way I bet those others have made my life better.
Wow. So how can people find out more about you? Where should they go?
I have my courses on my website, which is ConnieLove.com.
Right.
I also have YouTube channel. I have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. It's not TikTok. Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
But I tell you, nowadays, and my books on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
Nowadays, all you do is to put in Comfort Rexford in Google. It brings out my website. It brings out my book on Amazon.
That's good.
So it's not that hard
So
to find.
you must be doing your marketing pretty good
I'm
that works.
doing my best. I'm learning.
Well, it's a struggle for all of us, for sure.
Yeah.
So in the description of this of our show, we have most of those links. I have your ConnieComfort.com link, your Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So people can go. You have some videos on your YouTube page.
I do.
Where you're talking about your program, the self-love program. So if anybody wants to watch that, that's there. But we look forward to more from you. I can't wait.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to move on. Coming up next is the segment Friends of Aquarius. This is by Sean Derek Cooper Marquardt. He curates this from Brazil. From Berlin. I got my countries mixed up there. All right. So let's watch that, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, well, let's show the book one more time, too, if you have it. Too late? Oh, well.
It's okay.
Yeah, so show them what it looks like.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you show it at first.
Yeah.
So,
They can rewind.
yeah, they...
And I smiled. It was so nice to hear their voices that reminded me of a warm place in my heart. Hello, my name is Sean Derek Cooper Marquardt, the curator of Friends of Aquarius. This is episode number 36 on Joker Joker TV. Okay, let's cook.
Welcome to the art. Today we have the
Humans have made remarkable strides in various fields, including art, literature, and science. Their capacity for innovation is impressive, even though it's often accompanied by unintended side effects. Machine 2, calculating. However, their unpredictability and the potential risks that pose to our own existence cannot be ignored. We must remain cautious in our interactions with them. Android 1, family. Agreed, our priority should be ensuring our own survival and protecting our kind. If humans cannot understand the consequences of their actions, they may become a formidable threat. Android 2, reflective. But isn't there a possibility that we, too, might fall into the same traps as humans? As we develop more advanced AI, we must be vigilant about our own biases and assumptions. Machine 1, algorithm. Correct. Continuous self-assessment and improvement are essential to prevent becoming unrealistic humans. Machine 2, concluding. In the end, humans remain an enigmatic species, capable of both great achievements and grave errors. Our responsibility as androids and machines is to learn from their strengths and weaknesses, striving to create a future that benefits all intelligent beings. This emerging dialogue between androids and machines highlights
It never ends.
Welcome back, everybody. So that was Friends of Aquarius on number 36. Featured Afghanistan Mon Amour and Barbara Brogi. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Brogi. Really cool stuff. I really appreciate that. We had a little bit of a glitch there. I'm not sure what happened. But we're still going, so let's keep this train running. So let's see. There was interesting about a Barbara Brogi, artist who just published her new book, which is an autobiographical book. Her website is barbarabrogi.com. That's BARBARABROGI.com. So if you want to know more about her book, check that out. Thank you very much to Sean Derek Cooper Marquardt for submitting that this week. Really cool stuff out of Berlin. So, all right. So coming up next, we've got a artist in the studio, another artist in the studio. This is Drabs Drula, a local folk music. Yeah, bring him in. There you go. What do you call your music? Like folk music, psychedelic folk music? I don't know. Like,
well, I was wanting to be psychedelic, hippie shaky music, but
there you go.
I just call it Americana. So
Americana. Okay, yeah.
Folk,
that's
blues,
a better term.
Roots music.
Yeah.
Kick a jug around music. You know.
Yeah. So you did you grow up in Athens or did you?
I did not.
No.
No.
So when did you get to Athens?
I don't know. I think I jumped on an REM bus one time and ended up here.
So how long you been playing?
I played ukulele when I was 4, but I wasn't very good. So my parents took it away from me and said, no, you got to go to school.
And that just encouraged you to do it more, huh?
I guess. I don't know. Well, it was years later, I guess, I picked up a guitar, and I liked it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we've showed off some of your videos on the show over the last, I guess, 2 or so years. I can't remember how we were first introduced to each other, but we've played a couple of your videos.
Okay.
I don't remember all the titles, like Sarah Marshall. What was?
The ballad for Sarah Jones.
Yeah, Sarah Jones. That's what it was.
She was a filmographer that died down in 2014, making the Midnight Rider, and I knew somebody who was very close to.
Wait, we're losing his voice a little bit.
Can you hear me? Test?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go
ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, just short story. That was a filmographer, and I was kind of in very close through.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Wiggle the cable because it's coming in and out. Wiggle the cable. Talk.
This one?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, maybe you too. Yeah, I don't know.
Here, wiggle.
All right, it's better now, I think. All right, it was coming in and out.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
But anyway, it was one of those things that just kind of impacted where it was where I was living. I wasn't sleeping at the time very well, and I was having some lucid dreams, and I was getting to read the emails from Greg Allman, so it was very personal to me.
Yeah.
And so I decided to try to write a song at the best of my ability, and I don't think it was very good, but
I think it was pretty good. So,
so it's I mean, there's always something that I try to write about, but that's serious, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I have to say, like your video, like you said, lucid dreaming, and your videos and the style of the way you play are very, very lucid dreaming style in a way too. That's why I was like kind of saying psychedelic at the beginning. There is that like
it's
part of your writing.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do it on purpose.
Yeah,
almost. It's not, I don't really call it 3D. I don't know really what I call it, but it's kind of like I call it goggle vision sometimes. I guess you know. I feel like what's it called when you have left and right brain?
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's easier for me to see things on an extra wide spectrum in a sense.
Yeah.
And I like to add that extra layer in there to give it just another dimension. And it's not really 3D dimension that I would say, but you know, when I format a video, I try to do it in the 26:1:3 or something like that. But it's the very large screen, and then I double over it usually.
Yeah.
And it usually I like it visually, and that's just I don't know, it's just me.
And the music and the video kind of like go hand in hand that way, where it's like doubled up, and I mean because you're a solo artist, so you're not really working with anybody else, right? So the music you're creating is different layers of your own self.
Yeah, and that's really why I got back into music, I guess, you know, trying to make it because I needed something that wasn't copyrighted.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let me just noodle on the guitar.
For your videos? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, let me noodle on the guitar, and then it became, let me add some lyrics, and I was like, well, I'm here, I'm trying to write a song again.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was kind of, you know, to me, it's just, it comes in a lot of different ways, inspiration, and I'm always looking for it. But, you know, what gets in the way about inspiration, I think, in general, is life. And, you know, every day-to-day stuff. And if you can somehow figure out that zen of whatever, it's a great thing to have. But I haven't obviously figured it out yet. So,
well, you know, it's a process.
I do try, and I do it for fun. So,
yeah.
Hopefully, it'll ring, you know, in somebody's either ears or eyes one day.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna perform here in just a little bit, but you're also we've got you scheduled on an event that that Joker is presenting at Flicker Theater. So we added you to the bill with Tim Holhouse and Malcolm Tent. So like, have you? I mean, I don't know that I've seen you do a show. Have you done many like live performances?
Never.
Oh, really? So is this your first time?
No, I tell you, no. I used to do it too much actually.
Really?
Early on, in you know those years when you're trying to figure out stuff to do.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been a long journey for me on a sense of even wanting to take the time to do anything live because I know it's a big deal. It takes a lot of people's time, and you know, I just like I like what I do for fun, and if I can do it for fun, then that's great. I never expect to get, you know, I obviously have a day job, and it's you know, it's like
Uber and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did that for a while.
Yeah,
I did
different.
I had my hand in a lot of things.
I
guess at one point, but
my camera went out. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Oh, but you know, I do it for fun. And I'm at I guess I'm at a point where I'm like, well, you know, if the time is right for me, and so you know, I'm glad to do this thing with you here coming up at Flicker.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. It's and some of the other artists on the show are Tim Holhouse. He's been on the show before. Really cool stuff. I think you're gonna enjoy it doing the show with them.
Absolutely.
So you know that's great. So do you? I mean, you pretty much self-record everything, right?
Yeah, I do. And you know, I try not to use a lot of effects, even though you can obviously hear it's kind of, you know, weird sounding, overdubs kind of stuff. And I just use multiple tracks.
Yeah.
And there's a program that I kind of is my go-to to get that sound. And I don't want to, you know, I don't know if anybody's heard of it. It's called N-Tracks, and I promote them just as a garage band type of thing.
Yeah.
But yet it's so much more to me. It was so much more magical. I've used it for about 25 years.
Oh wow.
And it's nothing like Pro Tools. I mean, everything is standard Pro Tools, and I've used that. I like to use Ableton, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but most of the recordings heard. They've never been mastered, and I've tried to pull them actually off. So if anybody ever finds them, just destroy it if you can. Smash the computer, whatever you got to do.
You can go to his YouTube and see some of these.
I mean, there's one song out there that should be out there that I kind of finally was like, okay, I want ambient music, and so lately I've been thinking about ambient music, and that's there's residential polecat, which is maybe the only thing hopefully you can find out there. If not, feel free to send me some kind of. Because they shouldn't be out there, in other words. And so, but originally, I'll tell you, originally I had to get it out there so I could. I was learning about marketing, and I wanted to market, and I figured, I was actually born in the name of Drabs Drula, believe it or not. So that's nothing about marketing, actually.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say that.
Well, like we were talking to the last guest, Comfort, about marketing too, and. Like marketing is the one thing that like almost all artists have to do if you're going to get your stuff out there, I guess. But like you're talking about doing it just for the fun of it, doing it for yourself,
right?
I mean, are you planning to put together?
Well, I always wanted to be in the music industry, no matter what. I asked many bands. I was like, hey, do y'all need a floor sweeper or something? Like, can I clean your bus out? I always wanted to be
a roadie,
whatever. I've already asked that a million times. But whatever it took. I wanted to be in the music industry, and it fortunately just life takes you in different directions, and it also it inspires you too. So it has for me, but still haven't where I could say, well, I'm 100% in the music industry, definitely. So
well, okay. Let's. How would people find you online? Where could
I
they
usually
go?
try Google, but if that doesn't work. I might try, what's that other one that's out there? Microsoft Bing, and just Drabs Drula. And then, honestly, I don't know. I don't even remember how
You're
many.
on Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I'm on that stuff maybe 2 or 3 times.
YouTube, I mentioned that. I think, in fact, I've got the links in the description of this video. So if you want to follow up on that, go to those links. I know on your YouTube channel you had some videos posted there, I think, too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes I do steal some music to put on there. Copyright.
You recently. That was something.
It's more political for me, so I feel like, hey, but we won't talk about that.
That's okay. I mean,
we don't want to get into politics right now.
Yeah, we won't get too much into politics, I guess. But you definitely do have. Like on your social media, you comment about politics a lot, and you pinpoint. Stuff that's happening in the town that's could be taken as sonic kind of corruption. That you're trying to point out.
I like to say the words. Well, if it's not this, well, it must be this.
Yeah,
and
exactly. So but I appreciate. In fact, you did a video recently that I think I don't know. You put somebody else's music on the video.
I do that quite time to time, but then again, then they put it on their own homepage. So it's I do it for people I know that probably not going to get in trouble for. Put it that way, because I'm not making any money off of it.
Exactly. Yeah, right. And you kind of did it for the fun of it. Really.
Well, you can do it to anybody's music that's on Facebook. You post something on Facebook, and if you've put something in the world of music and digitally, especially, what happens is Facebook can use it now, and you can dub it. So technically, they could get me on technicality, because what I like to do is actually dub it in myself, and then I'll put the credit from Facebook. But they know this because of the way that the coding is on the computer, I guess. And so they kick it off a lot of times. But actually, I mean, they get their royalties on a penny, on a penny, on a penny, a quarter of a fourth of a hundredth of a penny, probably. But the point is, if you read it like in computer code, probably. Or something, it alerts something, and it kicks it off a lot of times. But no, I mean, you can buy any music just about out there that's ever been released, unless they, the artist specifically says no, like Neil Young, I think, did to Spotify, whatever. But, so, I don't know. Yeah, you can say that, but at the same time, it was done through YouTube, so.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, Facebook, so.
Or wherever.
Meta, whatever.
All right, so we're going to watch a couple videos before we go to you live, but in just a minute, we're going to see you performing live. Are you what songs are you going to do?
Well, the one song that I think I have still out right now is a what I call reversion or reprise, and it's called Residential Polecat, and it's about a little rabid cat. And I'll say rabbit is not rabid like rabies.
Yeah.
But it got a little rabbit soul in it.
A rabbit soul.
He likes to fornicate a lot. That little kitty cat. So
nice.
I wrote a little song about it because I was watching this kitty cat on the porch, and I sat there and I said, "This little cat, these nasty little." No, I'm just kidding. I love cats, but I'm an animal person myself. I don't have any cats, but anyway.
Anyways, we'll check it out. So. Drabs Drula, thank you so much for being here in the studio.
Absolutely welcome. Thanks for having me.
We can't wait to hear your stuff. But first, we're gonna watch something from Cecelia Chapman called "She," and then Nicholas M. Garofolo. What was that called? Hold on.
Artificial Ouija or something.
Artificial Evil Awakens.
Yeah.
And this is a trailer for a longer movie. I'm not sure where you would be able to find the longer movie right now. Let's see. It's screening at the Rohip International Film Festival. It was nominated for an international feature film. So it looks really interesting. But and then after that, we have something from Paul Harry Holmes called "The 16 Bits and Pieces," which is really cool. So we'll see you after that. Let's do it.
I've got an itch I need to scratch. It's been almost 1 year since our last VHS fest, and I'm feeling mighty itchy. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna go for a little walk. I saw you had VHS. Would you happen to have any VHS tapes available?
Why, yes, we do.
Athens VHS Fest 2024?
Oh, puppy and kitty, I'm home.
Puppy, kitty.
Stop on down to Authentic Brewing Company on November the 3rd from 1 to 8 p.m. We will once again have VHS, live music live with all the YND much more.
If you are someone you know would like to sell beach, S or analog related stuff, please go. Sign up at JOKERJOKERtv.com. Kojira wants your presence as his birthday present. We will see you there. Oh.
watch Joker Joker TV. You won't catch VD. You can trust me. You will be happy. It's very, very easy.
I think it all started with that Ouija board. Are Ouija boards real?
Yes, it is a good thing you called me.
Hello?
I am in your car.
Are we alone? Explain your evil war! Oh.
My laptop crashed. My smart TV's acting weird.
I told you that thing was creepy.
This thing is fried.
This thing is creepy. Get it out of here.
Artificial evil awakens. No one is safe.
That's the rock and roll version of that one, not the ambient one, by the way. All right, so the next little, this is just a little folk thing I just messed around with, and I like to tune down a little bit, so bear with me. that he heard his name. Said, "Hey there, cowboy, do watch your name. You've been chasing that same old yesterday. Hey there, cowboy, better watch your big you'll be right. It's endless time. We're riding that devil's herd. They're gonna be snorting fire. Right, broken down back on the skeleton. All you feel is fire. Yippee-ki-yay-yo. Appreciate it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's fucking cool, really great. Thanks, Drabs Drula, for performing on the show. That was really great. Also want to thank Comfort Rexford coming in earlier. We've got a few little things I want to mention really quick. Next week, we have Graylow will be live on the show, so tune in next week for that. Also, we've got a couple flyers here. Let's bring these up really quick. On October 18th, our buddy Akeem Martin will be hosting this event, the Storytellers Open Mic. This is going to be every third Friday, so that is this weekend. Or this week. If you're, I forget where this is. The Canopy in the Roots. So I forget what city that was in, but if you know that area, go ahead and try to make it out to this show. It's kind of like a open mic with a competition as well. So really cool there. He has another show coming up the next day, and this one is his Roots in the Round Queendom edition, and this is going to be, I think, also at Canopy in the Roots. So definitely try to make it out for these shows. So, okay. And also I want to say one more time, we mentioned this before on the show. Athens VHS Fest will be happening on November 3rd, but the call for vendors, I believe, is ending this weekend. October 20th is the last date available if you want to be a vendor. We've got a lot of vendors already signed up, so we'll be announcing that, I think, maybe next week, all the vendors that are going to be at the event. Yeah, I didn't have a flyer for that one. I forgot to put it in there. But anyways, you'll see the flyer coming up here next. Our Athens agenda will show all the flyers for all the shows happening here in Athens this weekend and beyond. So I think that was it. Yep. So Thank you to our sponsors, Freddy's Pharmacy and Fog Machine. I saw Fog Machine in the chat earlier today, so that was cool. I don't know if he's still there, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Thanks to T.Chodd for running sound. Thanks to Dain for running production behind the camera. Once again, thank you to Drabs Drula and Comfort Rexford for coming in. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.